Welcome to today's World News Update for May 17, 2023. Here are the most important stories from around the globe. Nigel Farage admits Brexit has failed in astonishing Newsnight clash. Hungary confirms it has blocked payment from EU fund that provides military support for Ukraine. Indigenous chief shot in head in Brazil's palm oil war region. India to close around 30 coal mines. Asante King asks British Museum to return gold to Ghana. UK and Netherlands agree international coalition to help Ukraine procure F-16 jets. 4 people killed in attack on US diplomatic convoy in Nigeria. mRNA-based candidate enters clinical trial. Saudi Arabia sued in US over jailed user. Stay informed and stay safe, and join us tomorrow for more world news updates. Nigel Farage admits Brexit has failed in astonishing Newsnight clash. Former UKIP leader Nigel Farage has admitted on BBC's Newsnight that Brexit has failed while discussing the negative impact of leaving the European Union on the British economy. Presenter Victoria Derbyshire presented evidence of the damage, including a poll showing 53% of people believe Brexit was a mistake, a 4% hit to the economy, and the UK being the only G7 economy still below pre-pandemic levels. Farage accused the Tories of failing to take advantage of Brexit opportunities and mismanaging it, saying Brexit has failed. He did not rule out a political comeback, but said it was not top of his bucket list. Hungary confirms it has blocked payment from EU fund that provides military support for Ukraine. The Hungarian government has not approved the next €500 million tranche from the European Peace Facility, which finances military equipment for Ukraine. According to the Hungarian government, it does not agree with the use of the European Peace Facility solely with regard to Ukraine and believes the EU instrument should also be used to support the Balkans and North Africa. The European Peace Facility has supported the Ukrainian armed forces in 7 successive support packages, as well as other countries such as Mozambique, Georgia, Moldova, and Lebanon. The €500 million tranche was due to be disbursed on May 22. Indigenous chief shot in head in Brazil's palm oil war region. On May 14, Indigenous chief Lucio Tembe was shot by 2 gunmen in Brazil's northern Pará state, an area suffering from the so-called palm oil war region where violence against land activists keeps systematically soaring without punishment. Lucio Tembe is in an intensive care unit and awaits surgery, which is expected on May 16. The crime was investigated by the federal police, and a crisis committee was announced on May 16 to contain escalating conflicts in the region. The palm oil war area is facing an outbreak of land conflicts between a major palm oil company and local communities. Mongabai published investigative stories in the past 3 years revealing land-grabbing accusations, violence, water contamination, and other environmental crimes attributed to palm oil companies in Pará. India to close around 30 coal mines in next few years to pave way for forests, water bodies. According to Amrit Lal Meena, Union Secretary for Coal, India is planning to close around 30 coal mines over the next 3 to 4 years to make way for forests or water bodies. This decoaling process will have a positive impact on the environment but may have adverse effects on the livelihoods of around 50 lakh people directly or indirectly engaged in the coal mining business. The decoaled lands will be used for environment-friendly purposes such as filling them up with fly ash, creating forest cover, agriculture lands, solar plants, and water bodies. Meena stated that the demand for coal for thermal power generation in India will continue to grow until 2040. The quantum of coal used in the financial year 2023 is 892 million tons and is expected to go up to 1.1 billion by 2024, 1.5 billion by 2030, and significantly more by 2040. Out of the present 892 million tons of coal, around 220 million tons are imported, of which 90 to 100 million tons of coal can be substituted with domestic coal, which can help India reduce its present ₹3 lakh crore expenses on imports. Meena said that the Coal India and other government agencies involved in coal mining will achieve a net zero target of 5,200 solar power production by 2026 to offset the carbon emissions due to energy usage required for mining activities. India is increasing its coal production to have surplus coal even for export to countries like Nepal and Bangladesh. According to Meena, 87 mines that have been bid out on commercial lease will add up to 1,012 million tons of coal by 2024. However, the quantum of coal mining will go down to 31% from the present 75% till 2040, with private mining contributing up to 25% by 2030. The private coal component will handle a supply of 500 million tons of peak-rated capacity every year out of the present 1,100 million tons in 2024. Asante King asks British Museum to return gold to Ghana. The Asante Otumfuo Ose Tututu has asked the British Museum to return gold items in its collection to his country, which were taken from the Asante Palace in Kumasi during the war with the British of 1874. The British Museum has stated that it is exploring the possibility of lending items to Ghana to mark the 150th anniversary of the end of the Third Anglo-Asante War and support celebrations for the Asante Silver Jubilee next year. Other countries, including Greece, Ethiopia, and Nigeria, have also requested the return of items in the British Museum's collection taken during colonial conflict. Ghana has set up a restitution committee to examine the return of items taken from the Asante Palace, and committee member Nana Oforiatta Iyam has said that the return of sacred objects is about reparation and repair for the places they were taken from, as well as for those who did the taking. UK and Netherlands agree international coalition to help Ukraine procure F-16 jets. The UK and Dutch leaders, Rishi Sunak and Mark Rutte, respectively, have agreed to build an international coalition to help Ukraine acquire combat air capabilities, including F-16 fighter jets, according to a statement from Downing Street. The leaders will work to provide Ukraine with everything from training to procuring the aircraft, and agreed on the importance of allies providing long-term security assistance to Ukraine. This comes after Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, hinted that Kiev could soon receive F-16 fighter jets, saying he was hopeful of very important decisions on the subject with the help of the UK. 4 people killed in attack on U.S. diplomatic convoy in Nigeria. Gunmen have attacked a U.S. diplomatic convoy in Nigeria's Anambra state, killing 4 people and abducting 3 others, according to Nigerian police. The attack targeted a convoy of vehicles but no U.S. citizens were involved, officials said. Separatists who operate in the region have escalated their attacks in recent years, usually targeting police or government buildings. Nigerian officials often blame attacks in the southeast on the outlawed Indigenous People of Biafra movement, IPOB, and its armed wing, the Eastern Security Network. Violence in the southeast is just one of the many issues facing President-elect Bola Tinubu, who takes the helm of Africa's most populous nation later this month. mRNA-based candidate enters clinical trial. The National Institutes of Health has started a Phase I clinical trial of an mRNA-based flu vaccine designed to provide long-lasting protection against a wide range of influenza viruses. The vaccine is based on targeting the conserved stem region of the HA protein, which doesn't evolve as quickly as other regions. The trial will start with a small group of 50 people recruited through Duke University to find the optimal vaccine dose, and once that is found, 10 more will be vaccinated to compare their response to a control group given a standard annual flu vaccine. Saudi Arabia sued in US over jailed user. The sister of a Saudi national imprisoned for criticizing the government in tweets has sued Twitter and the kingdom in a U.S. federal court in San Francisco. The lawsuit accuses them of working together to support repression. Abdulrahman al-Sadhan was working for the Red Crescent in Riyadh when he was taken away from the office in 2018 and later handed a 20-year jail sentence. The lawsuit seeks a jury trial to determine damages. Al-Sadhan's sister alleges that she learned that secret police tortured him with electric shocks, flogging, and hanging him from his feet, among other things.